Sup guys, so in this video we shall look into and learn about the first data structures in Python called as lists. So without any further delay, let's start it right away. So what are lists? Lists are nothing but a collection of data of literally any type, okay, which are enclosed between square brackets. Alright, so let's first create a list and check it out for ourselves. Let us say uh, pretty bad naming, and I know that. 1, 2, 3.4. That's yes. Okay, this is my list now. It is containing integers, float value, and strings. Right. So lists are nothing but data between these square brackets. Okay. So when you have a collection of data like this, you need some ways to access the data as well, right? So like what do you say, indexes. Just like in arrays in other programming languages, lists in Python are also indexed, and the index convention is also the same. It starts from 0 and goes up till the length of the list minus 1. Of course it has to be so, right? So let us first try to find out the length of this list. 4, because 1 2 3 4, this list has 4 values, 1 2 3.4 in Python. All right, yes, let's confirm whether this is a list or not. You can always check it with the type method, my list. Now I want to access the first element of the list. You take the same square bracket notation and pass in the index of that first element. Alright, so I say 0. Now this should return me this element 1. Alright, it did. So I want the second element, index 1. Now I want the last element. What is the last element of this list? The string Python, right? So I want the last element of this list. So how we know that we can do list of length of my list, right? But this will be out of bounds, so -1, because the indexing starts from 0 and goes up till n-1, where n is the length of the list. We have our n-1 here. Now I want the last element of the list. I don't know the length of the list. I don't want to even find out the length of the list, but still I want to know the last element of the list. Okay, in such situations we have something called as negative indexing in Python. Alright, so how does this work? The last element of a list, the list elements are also negatively indexed starting from the last element of the list, which is my list of this -1 will be this thing, the last element of the list, which means if Python is -1, then 3.4 is -2, 2 is -3, index of 2 is -3, and index of 1 is -4 because of negative indexing. Got it? All the four of them? Which means while the positive indexes start from 0 and go up till n minus 1, where n is equal to length of the list in negative indexing. First thing we'll do in negative indexing, the same thing, the length of the indexes of the list would start from -1 to -n, where n is equal to again length of the list. This is about indexing on lists. Alright, and the same indexing, negative indexing rules also apply on other similar collections like tuples and even strings for that matter.